2022 and Tip Top Snack Bar!
Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome back to another show with Swis Jon. I am Swis, and my partner right here is Jonathan Quill-Higgins III. How are you, John?
Hang on, guys. Hang on. Before you continue, hang on. Just don't fuck it up.
Thank you. Hi, guys. Wrong show.
I didn't fuck it up so far.
Yeah, Mr. GMT fucked up my intro joke. How are you, Swis?
I'm pretty good. Thank you very much. So let's see this. Look, REG says, I hope Piruka is not on this show. You know that whenever I'm on a panel, Piruka isn't in the chat. I'm like a Piruka repellent.
Yeah, and which is very good. So,
Yes.
Swis, it is really difficult to have a sponsor like Mr. GMT. For the viewers, we're talking before we start the show, right on time, may I say. And the last words from Mr. GMT are "Don't fuck it up," which is really encouraging and shows that he has a lot of confidence in us.
Yes, exactly. Mr. GMT, I have to say, is a very, very special person, very dear to my heart, and I am very happy that he is in this adventure with us. Thank you, Mr. GMT.
Thank
Everybody
you, guys.
say
I really
thank you,
appreciate
Mr.
it.
GMT.
Thank you. But just don't fuck it up.
You mean he's a special person in a kind of way that he's handicapped, or?
No. Well, I don't know. He always says self-admittedly that he is a bit cuckoo in the brain. So,
A bit.
Yeah, just a bit.
Okay. Good. Okay, so what's the program for tonight?
Okay, so we thought we would be talking about, the big one in the news. So it is the Omega, the Ultra Deep. By the way, just the name is absolutely glorious.
I would like to name it the Deep One. I think the Deep One would be much better. Don't you think so?
The Deep One is a very good name.
Yeah.
So this, what would that be? That would be like, how do you say, Omega's response to James Cameron taking the deep sea challenge down to the Mariana Trench, right?
Yeah, but the problem is that it was basically 60 years too late. So Rolex took that deep sea to the Mariana Trench in the 1960s, if I remember correctly. Yeah. And Omega just did it 2 years or 3 years ago. And they beat Rolex by 12 meters in a depth of 10,900 something. So in my opinion, really a pointless exercise just to find a deeper place in the Mariana Trench to show off this watch. But maybe I'm biased. What do you think?
I mean, it is. I see the point that they want to make. They want to, at least have to be able to say that they are equally as good as Rolex, at least. Hey, Rolex made this watch that went down to 1,100 meters.
60 years later?
Yeah, so, why not? Why not?
So
Before that, they had nothing, right? Did they have a watch that went all
Look,
the
you
way
have
down.
you have two sports car manufacturers, and one sports car manufacturer has a speed record in 1960s. And
Yeah.
then another guy comes up in 2020 and says, "Hey, I beat you with 1 kilometer per hour."
Yeah.
Is that really an achievement?
But I mean, come on. It was a good how do you say, a good occasion to showcase all their new technology about dive watches.
For
And
12 meters.
I think they wanted to to make a nice
Okay, guys,
press
hang on.
coverage about the
Swiss, I
new.
have to back you up here
Yes,
because
sir.
Jonathan, every day I wake up, I always wish and hope that I can go ultra deep, right? That's what I have to say. So stop taking it away from Amiga, please.
Mr. GMT going ultra deep. Okay.
Yeah.
So this ultra deep that they made was 55 millimeters in diameter, 28 millimeters high. So
Yeah, look at that.
definitely not a watch for your wrist, Swiss, I guess.
No, it is a watch for the robots that took it down, though.
Yes. So basically, they strapped it outside of the robot.
And well, I don't know what he's wearing. I don't think it's a ultra deep. It's just a Planet Ocean, right?
Yeah.
I cannot see it from there, but yeah.
So
I mean,
yes, and Omega made two teaser pictures on their Instagram page, showing a kind of ultra deep dial, also with that color combination. So the hint is they're gonna release an ultra deep in a couple of weeks. So what do you think will happen? Will they be brave enough to do 55 millimeters and 28 high, or what do you think they're going to do?
They're not gonna release it in 55 millimeters. No, I mean, it's like the Rolex Deep Sea challenges, right? The prototypes. There are a few around that they do sell at auction. They are like this big and this tall.
Yeah.
So I mean, why not? Why not? Why Omega cannot do the same? I mean,
Yep. Yeah, but they could sell some of these Halo watches, but for sure, if they do it commercially, they will put it a little bit smaller. Don't you think so?
Yeah, I mean, I would be very, very fine with a smaller version. I really love the dial and the case and the bezel. I love everything about this. If they can do one that would fit my wrist, I think I could see myself buying it. Maybe.
I hope that they keep the lux. I think the lux are pretty special. A little bit like Tian Ticker's FXD.
Exactly.
By the way, yesterday I offered him to Dremel off that little groove on his FXD, so he would have the same system.
So he can, you can put the straps sideways inside, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. So that's a neat idea, and you're not only limited to NATO straps, so you can basically insert a regular strap, and it will stay that way, and you're not having weak spring bars.
John,
yes.
Danger Will Robinson coming with the words of wisdom.
Yes.
Omega's corporate motto: nothing beats than a good number 2.
Actually, Danger Will Robinson created that logo of Omega. Omega, we lost out to Rolex as number 1 and proudly continue as a number 2.
Yes, exactly.
That was created by him, and we should make T-shirts.
I mean,
just imagine you're wearing such a T-shirt and visit the Omega factory.
Well, they would kick you out either way, so
yes.
You cannot even approach the grounds. They have security that tell you to fuck off. So there you go.
So I think they will introduce this new model at the same time like Rolex will introduce their new releases.
I don't know. I don't think last year they did it at the same time, because Watches and Wonders, Omega does not have a
Participate,
presentation
yeah.
over there.
Do you think they will do it again in Davos or something?
Maybe. I mean, they would do it, on their own, and maybe not in April.
Yeah.
Do you remember what time they released their watches last year?
If I remember correctly, they were a little bit ahead of Rolex.
Okay.
So a couple of days ahead.
Because
maybe
I think they don't really care, right? Because like a month or 2 months ago, they had the white gold 321. They just released that like this.
Yeah, but that was not really important. In my opinion, that was not a really important piece.
I mean, they
commercially.
did make yeah. Okay, fair point. We'll see. I mean, we'll see. It's soon, very soon. It's gonna be quite soon, in 3 weeks.
Yeah, but still, let me repeat that. In my opinion, I'm very sure Omega will try to outdo the deep sea. So the deep sea is water resistant until 3,900 meters. So I'm pretty sure Omega will try to reach 5,000 or something like that with their watch. But in my opinion, it's basically a pointless race. I just hope that they are not doing a helium escape valve on that one.
I mean, I don't think they would need to, because to be honest, it's quite pointless, helium escape valves.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, what's interesting, and they might be maybe using this in the future, is that they have a new solid bond liquid metal technology. So they replaced the O-ring gaskets that are usually, in rubber. They replaced it with basically metal gaskets. So they put the sapphire and the casing together with a small gap, pour some molten metal inside, let it fuse under a huge press, and it's basically sealed. So what do you do if you need to open up your watch afterwards? I don't know. Maybe you have to use a crowbar or throw it,
Yeah, some dynamite may help.
Dynamite to open your
So
watch.
Danger Will Robinson poses an interesting question.
Question for the panel: is Omega going the same route as Tudor, showing off technical capabilities rather than giving us a watch we want?
Well, I would say they never gave us a watch that we really want. So maybe
they finally released the 3-1 like a year ago.
That's true. Yeah.
So that was one win for the consumer. Well, sorta, because it's kind of impossible to get. But I don't know. Would people? What kind of dive watch would be interesting? What dive watch from Omega people want? I'm not a big Omega fan, so I'm not sure about what people want.
Are you guys for real?
From Omega?
Are you guys for real? They brought us a James Bond diving watch. Are you guys serious or what? James Bond loves it. Why can't we love it? Why do you always have to go against Omega, man? He's Rolex fanboy.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Apparently, Danger Will Robinson is saying that Omega doesn't give the watches that they want. So, what do you want, guys?
And in my opinion, we just want the Omega Seamaster Professional because James Bond wears them. No, that is a little bit unfair. It's a good watch, but the big hype came after James Bond wore it, in my opinion.
Yeah. It helps a lot. I mean, how many limited edition James Bond they did?
Yeah, but
did you ever count?
Oh, I didn't count. There are countless, and some ugly ducklies are there. I must admit. Fortunately I sold them all, so I got rid of them. I had them all, and I sold them all, and it's quite liberating not to stack them up. But in my opinion, the commercial success was never in the limited editions. The commercial success was in the normal standard model.
Yeah. Well, they have this and they have the Moonwatch. So that's two big wins for
Exactly.
for
Yes.
Omega, right?
Yes, and I have to give it to Omega when the Seamaster Professional came out in 1993. It was a groundbreaking design, and basically they really created something great and outstanding compared to the very pale predecessors to the Seamaster.
Mm-hmm. What would be the 3-1 equivalent of the Seamaster?
In my opinion, it already exists. It's a 1957 Seamaster 300.
Yeah. So just a reedition of the. I really like that watch, but I hate the Fotina on it.
Mhm.
I would love that watch just with a clear clear loom on it.
Yeah, Danger Room Robinson makes a good point, and this has been mentioned before. The problem with Omega dive watches is they're just sitting too high on your wrist compared to, for example, a Rolex Submariner. So I don't know where the problem is, because the movement is slightly thinner than the Rolex movement, but for some reason the Rolex Submariner sits much better than.
It's the case design, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Everything is due to the case design.
Yeah, and the transparent crystal on the case back doesn't help either.
Yeah,
because that adds to the hate for sure. Okay.
Yeah, and you know, on their cases, they have those like twisted lugs, and
Yeah.
it really adds to the mass. You know, a big massive watch. It really adds a lot to it, in my opinion.
Yeah, but that is Omega shtick, so.
Yeah. I mean, Speedmaster is 42, and everybody loves it except me.
Yeah.
So there you go. Okay,
so
shall
Swis,
we go?
You had an
wait,
adventurous trip. Yeah.
Wait, is there any questions from the chat about anything, you know, Omega related before we go to the next subject?
Obviously not.
Obviously not. Let's continue.
We are just talking to ourselves. Maybe here. I don't know.
Maybe all the viewers are bot AIs. That
yes, we finally made this. Oh, Perth Luxury has a question.
Hey, Perth Luxury, welcome to the show, man. He has a question.
Yes.
When will I get my Hulk SMP 300? Ooh.
So let me translate from Perth Luxury-ish to something that everybody comprehends. There is somewhere a rendering of a Seamaster Professional 300 with a green bezel insert and a green dial, which will be then the Hulk 10 years later. And Perth Luxury really wants to get this.
Is it good looking? That doesn't sound good to me. Is it good looking?
In my opinion, the Hulk is not good looking.
Are you guys serious? Rolex has already done this. We just discussed that Rolex does
Omega.
it and then Omega follows, right?
Yeah.
So why
Omega.
the hell would they do that? It just doesn't make that add up, right?
Well, they issued now a super dive watch 60 years later. So
but the thing is, now you could only go this far. Now you can go even deeper.
That is how Omega operates. So basically,
that makes
after
sense.
a couple
But that
of years,
makes sense because
up.
now you can go deeper. It was just the technology took that long to actually get there, so they got there, and now you can go deeper, just the way I like it.
Yes. So maybe the Hulk is a little bit greener. You never know.
What's the difference, man? That doesn't do anything. At least this one goes nice and deep. All right, that one just a scream. Big fuck. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Mr. GMT, why are you so upset with me?
It's like the Hulk from Rolex. It goes deep, but in your wallet, and takes all your money.
That is true.
So Wristwatchholic has a question: is the 60th anniversary? Oh, it is the 60th anniversary for CK2998. Will Omega release the new limited edition or a revised CK2998. I have no idea, but let me tell you, my favorite Omega is the CK2998 because it is beautiful looking and it is in 40 millimeters and not 42. So it actually fits my wrist. How is that?
I agree. It's beautiful and doesn't have those twisted lugs, doesn't it?
I think it has. Wait, let me pull it up.
Doesn't it have? Yeah, it has straight lugs.
Omega
That is
CK2998.
the appeal of it.
Up. Up. Look at that. That is fucking beautiful.
Yeah,
that
and straight
is
lugs, like I said.
Yeah, straight lugs. You're right. You're right. Straight lugs.
And I'm
That
right with
is
Omega.
amazing.
Isn't that
I love that
amazing?
watch. That is amazing.
Well, knowing Omega a little bit, they would sleep over the 60th anniversary and maybe issue it 2 years later.
Again, they copied the Daytona. Is this correct?
Look, this watch is 60 years old. How did a Daytona look back then? I'm not sure if they had the Panda dial. As far as I know, the Daytonas from those days didn't have those contrasting.
So we did find
subdials.
something that Rolex copied.
Probably, yes.
Yeah.
There you go, boys. I just figured it out.
But probably even another brand at the time came with that.
Yeah.
And everybody copied it. I think that's for you, Jonathan, right? No, who needs Omega when you can have Nomadic? Were you? Is it you that were looking at the Nomadic brand?
We were looking on Perth Luxury's channel last week on Nomadic, and viewers pointed us to Nomadic, and there are pretty cool watches in Tudor Black Bay 58 spirit, but for very competitive pricing, so below $1,000. So they're pretty interesting. I'm not sure if we have the time today to go into Nomadic. I'm open to that, but maybe we should continue with your H. Moser visit.
Yeah, we just have a few more questions. The captain, will Omega release special editions with the 3-to-1 movement in the future? In my opinion, 100%. 100%.
Yes, I think they're going
to. Hello to my dear captain. Hello, captain.
Yes, hello, Captain. First of all, I think Omega will try to move upwards with the 3-to-1 movement and the limited capacities. So be prepared to see more precious metals with this particular movement and less stainless steel. What do you think, Swis?
I agree. This is for you, John. Why should James Bond get pussy galore and the watch is unfair, in my opinion?
What can I say?
Did I just
Is it
pussy?
unfair?
No, Pussy Galore was the pilot of Mr. Goldfinger, and she was drop gorgeous. And Mr. Bond got her not in a gentleman kind of way like we see it today. But let's keep in mind the movie was in 1964.
The question is, what watch was he wearing when he got her?
She was wearing a GMT Master, and a very early one, non-Crown Guard, and he was wearing a Submariner back then.
Wait, isn't there a GMT named the Pussy Galore?
Yeah. That is the watch that she's wearing. You can Google it and find the image there. So you can see Honor Blackman wearing this particular watch. Just Google Pussy Galore Rolex GMT and you will see plenty of images.
I definitely love Pussy Galore.
I'm gonna put GMT in front just to be sure, Yeah, you never know with Google.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a beautiful. That's the Bakelite.
Yeah. With
Listen,
the
I wouldn't complain if you just put Pussy Galore.
I mean, Perth Luxury. Have we seen the new Atmos clock from JLC? I did not see that.
He
show
sent
you
me some
him.
images, and it looks drop gorgeous. Not sure where he found that, but that's going to be very interesting.
I mean, I like the JLC Atmos. I even have one right here. I own one.
You have one?
Yeah.
Really?
You see that thing there?
I hate you even more now.
That is a Atmos box.
Oh, okay.
And it was really funny because for the little story, I bought my Atmos at auction. In good condition. I bought it for, I think it was 1,200 francs, and you can see retail is like 6,000 something. So I got it for a good price. But I got it, naked without the box. And one day I was at my AD at the JLC section, and I was talking about JLC watches, and we came to the Atmos, and he was talking about the box, and I said, well, I didn't have a box to transport it. I transported it in my backpack. He was like, what, you don't have a box? Give me 1 second. He went in the back room, came back with the box, and he's like, okay, this is yours now.
Oh, great.
Really nice from the guy. And because the box is slightly damaged on the side, it has a big scratch, so he cannot use it for the commercial purpose. But it's beautiful.
You got this watch you got this clock for free? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he just gave me the box.
Wow.
And it's really cool.
So
It
cool.
fits. Yeah, so it has a special construction inside, so it fits perfectly. And I had a friend who worked at JLC, and he told me to test, the box. You just put a clock inside in the box, and you throw it on the floor. And if it survives, it's fine. I'm
Actually,
like, wow.
when I was working in retail, I could have gotten an Atmos for 800 German marks, and the retail was 2,300 back then. And me, being the idiot that I am, didn't order it. So I have
where is the new one? Perth? Where is the new Atmos?
Yeah, Perth. Send us the link.
These are all.
Listen, with your history of stupidity, I'm not surprised.
By the way,
Chris Clues sent us a message. He received a watch by Ben Chi, and he's very happy. So, which one did you get? Did you get the Imperial Century? What did you get?
Yeah, leave us a message, Chris Clue. I just want to show you the how it works. In the can I zoom more? There we go. The internal works. So actually, the very interesting part is the hairspring. It's actually a vertical hairspring, so it's inside this tube, and it just rotates on itself. And this gives the ticking. It takes like once every 8 seconds, or even more. I think it's once every 20 seconds, to be honest. The very interesting part is the mainspring. The mainspring is actioned by this chamber, which has gas inside, and the gas is the volume of the gas is very temperature dependent.
The gas is very temperature sensitive.
Yeah. And the way it works with the variation of the temperature, even inside your home, you don't really feel it, but the temperature changes during the day, and even if it's just 1 degree centigrade a day, it is good enough to keep the watch running. You just need a temperature variation of 1 degree a day to keep it running.
Yeah, Jägerle Kulkre says that if you walk across your Atmos, it will be wound by your body temperature for 24 hours. And
what?
They also say
that is awesome.
They also say that there is no air conditioning good enough to have an Atmos being stopped.
Wow.
So I'm just pulling up that beautiful blue Homo Faber Atmos. Let me share the screen. Huh? Why is that? No. Amateur hour. I apologize for that.
So in the meantime, Dave, aka David Fazio, my first live subscribed yesterday. John, Stefan, teach me all you know. Do we talk Invictas here?
Ooh,
I mean, I could talk Invictus, but it would be mostly shit talking.
oh, please not, please not. So here is the.
Can we please talk Invictus?
Oh, it has a celestial complication.
Yeah, equation of time.
Oh, that is fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But there is not. Here.
Is there
there is a video.
Price on it? I would be interested in the price.
We are not talking about prices here.
Yes, we are. Oh, this is beautiful. Wait, did it say 2010? Is that blue sapphire?
I don't know. I think it's blue crystal.
Yeah. I mean,
Isn't
because
this made by Baccarat initially? As far as I know, yes. Looks beautiful, but looks expensive.
It looks amazing, but yeah, it can get super expensive.
What are we talking about here? How much does this cost?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know, but for example, this one, which is Atmos made by a special designer, this one costs $30,000.
Yeah.
So
and that doesn't have equation of time
pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'm not buying that shit.
John, Imperial Plum Dial, the authentication in copper plate. That's the Benchy watch.
Yes, I'm waiting for the same one. Congratulations. Beautiful. Beautiful. Congratulations. I wonder where you got the idea from.
Is that the Ronald McDonald one or the red one?
That is the red one.
Oh, the red one's beautiful. I love the red one.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. Congratulations. I hope that you really enjoy it. How is the movement? Because on the web page you can see slight imperfection on the polished parts. I guess the regular model doesn't have them. So please tell us how happy you are with the finishing on the movement.
By the way, I just wanted to say hello to Marco. Hey man, welcome to the show. Thanks for dropping by. Rohit R says, I want to buy a UN Freak X so bad. You know what? I think UN Freak X is amazing. I went to my UN AD for the first time, in years, in Geneva, like 2 months ago. Really like super random. I was with a friend and we were walking by and was like, hey, look, the UNAD, shall we go inside? Yeah, why not? And they had the UN Freak special edition inside. It was fucking beautiful. Wait, let me Google it. Bobby Google. Share my screen, maybe. So menu, watches, Freak. So Freak X, I think it's a very nice watch. It's a very modern take on the Freak. If you look at the very first version of the Freak, it's really something crazy. But I think they managed to do a very nice modern version. They also have some with carbon case, which are really nice. But I saw it was this one. So this one, it has a special dial that is made with silicon tiles. I think they show it somewhere, maybe on the video.
Yeah, they basically make a mosaic.
Obviously, they don't show it. But so the dial here, it's not a one piece. It is many tiles put together of silicon, and when you look at it in the sun, it really shines like a disco ball. It is fucking beautiful, absolutely amazing. Wait, I have the photos on my phone, so because they don't show it on their fucking website. I might just show it to you like that.
So until you pull it up.
Listen,
yeah.
while you're doing that, I'm going for a toilet break. All right, I'm just letting you guys know.
Okay. Important information.
Yes, GMT is taking a dump.
And did you want me to tell you what I'm doing now? I won't tell you.
No, please not.
So this is it. Can you?
That is a tile dial.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're on your own with that freak. I'd rather get a Lange for the
Oh, you know what? I would get the freak over Lange. To be honest, and it's fucking expensive. That's the big problem. It's
I'm in a peaceful mode.
It's $25,000. Oh my god, that is expensive. But if you like the piece, honestly, go get it. Go get it.
So Chris Clues can't stop raving about the Imperial Plum Dial. There is also a question by CS that we should address, in my opinion.
Oh,
do you guys know which watch companies in Geneva offer some type of workshop tour? I'm soon getting a Chapek and Company piece, and I want to see if I can arrange some type of viewing at their shop.
So do you live in Geneva, or is it because I'm pretty sure that if you bought one of their pieces, they would gladly offer you a tour at their shop or manufacturer or whatever. Especially
if you're lucky, the CEO hand delivers your watch.
Yeah. Especially a small brand like Chapek, they would totally do that. Yes. Just just ask. Just throw an email. Yes. And
No. Call them.
Yeah, or
no email. No email. Call them. Is my advice. Call them and ask directly. I know I'm due to a visit to the Lange factory, and I'm waiting now since 2 years. They have so strict COVID rules until now. They don't allow anyone from outside in their building. I hope that this will change very soon.
Look, Marco says the Freak is a great watch for the kinky watch enthusiasts, and some GMT perfect for you. Well,
yeah, I'm glad that he's doing a toilet break right now.
Okay, so actually, that's a good transition to our next topic, because I have a friend who just picked up a Moser watch, H Moser and C. And because of that, he was offered a tour at the factory, and he could bring 5 friends, me included, with him. So we had a beautiful Monday. I had to take a day off. Monday, we went all the way to Schaffhausen to the Moser factory, and we had the best how do you say
time.
We were treated like prince. It really felt like we were all super VIPs. We had like the vice president. He stayed all the day with us. They even offered us the midday lunch at a restaurant, well-known restaurant in Schaffhausen, paid by Moser and C.
Did they bring out the champagne?
Oh, they did everything. They have the Moser H Moser museum. So it's not about the watches. It's more about H Moser the man, because the guy is like he was a very big entrepreneur in Schaffhausen, not only for watches but for everything else too. Basically, here's the reason why Schaffhausen still exists. And they have a special museum for him. It is in construction, or it's like closed, but they opened it just for us And we had like a private tour of the museum, and it was fucking amazing. We really felt like super VIPs. It was amazing.
So show us the watches.
Big kudos. So I have many photos of the watches. We can look at them afterwards. But something that I really did not understand before is that you have to know that Moser is one of the rare companies who make all the parts for their movements in-house, and this includes the hairsprings. And I really did not understand why. Well, why don't all the manufacturers, they invest millions to make new designs and everything. I mean, they could invest a bit more to make their hairsprings, right? Well, apparently not, and apparently it's so fucking hard. Let me show you. Share my screen. Tac. So this is just a basic view of the hairsprings of the escapements that Moser uses. So they have two different technologies that they use in their watches. Either they have the usual hairspring, or what they use in most Moser watches. They use what they call the double hairspring escapement. So it is different to the double balance from AP. Double balance from AP is completely different because it just has one balance with a hairspring, another balance underneath with a hairspring, and they are held together with a central pinion, and they rotate both at the same time, right? In this case, you can see right there, you have one balance, but two hairsprings, one on top of the other, and they both breathe in opposition to each other. And maybe you can understand in your head, but it does compensate and it does help for the consistency of the escapement.
So which watches do have the double hairspring?
All the Moser watches.
All Mosers? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure all of them. I wouldn't see why they don't use it for others. But as I said, Moser is one of the rare companies who makes hairspring. This also means that they source hairsprings for all the other watch companies. Obviously, they cannot tell who else. But they said a lot of people rely on their own hairsprings. To give you an idea of how many companies uses Moser hairsprings, so Moser makes about 1,500 watches per year. So if, let's say, they all use the double hairspring, so they might use 4,000, 5,000 total in 1 year, let's say. Their factory makes 15,000 hairsprings every 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
That is a lot of hairsprings who goes to a lot of people. So that is very interesting. And I really did not understand that it was so fucking hard to do them. And I thought it was really nice. They even showed us how they make the shape of the spring. So you can see here, you basically take 4 strands together, place them in this little metal round thingy there, and then with this tool you just turn them. It coils them all around each other, and if you take exactly 4 of them and they use the exact width, so that when they coil together it gives this exact shape, if you see what I mean. So you have 4 hairspring all entangled within each other. You let them, take shape with a heat treatment, and in the end, you just put them in a little receptacle. You shake them like hell, and they all separate. And this is how you make all the hairsprings. So that was obviously they showed us many more things that I cannot show.
So if they really
but I think
source,
that was the highlight of the show. So maybe you want to see some watches.
so if they really source the hairsprings for the industry, maybe they're not. They don't really have to sell watches. They can get rich by selling the hairsprings themselves.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Actually, an interesting figure is a kilogram of hairsprings is much more expensive than a kilogram of gold.
Oh yeah, totally. Just to give you an idea, because I have photos here on the side. I had a nice one just to show you the size.
You know what, guys? While
Yes.
they're making hairsprings, I'm lasering on my hair.
So here you can see the size. This is the little finger, the pinky finger of my friend. Look at this. Now try to make consistently 15,000 of those every 2 weeks. This is it's rather impressive in my opinion. And that is something that I did not understand how hard it could be.
And they coil them together all by hand. There is no machine that can do that.
No, you have to take 4 little strands with your little pinches, put them, coil with your hand, and there is like 2 or 3 ladies that are here and they do this all fucking day. All fucking day.
Jonathan.
Yes.
Just because you use Dremels and shit doesn't mean everyone else has to use machines to do their shit. All right.
I was just asking. I'm always trying to expand my business. You know that. Danger Will Robinson says your friend needs a proper nail clipper.
Yeah. I mean, when you macro your nail, it's not gonna look good, right?
It seems that AK Dave wants to have a strap talk. I'm just saying, but no, let's continue with watches.
Okay, so obviously at the end,
what sort of strap talk are we talking about? What sort of strap talk? Sorry.
Strap.
So my friend came to pick up his watch. So we were invited to the Moser to pick up the watch. He got this one. Ooh. What do you think of this one?
That is mosaic.
Yeah, it's a limited edition mosaic dial.
Yeah,
it was the very last one to be sold ever.
What is the mosaic made of? I forgot.
It's a usual dial, and you know how they make the pattern? They just scratch it in.
Ah, okay.
It's literally they have to scratch it in.
Okay, and that is 42 millimeters, that watch, isn't it?
Nope, 40.
40, okay.
Yeah. I think it's a beautiful watch.
Very nice, yes.
And it is in steel.
That's good. That honestly is gorgeous. But it looks like it's concrete, man. It looks like there's like concrete. I took a piece of concrete, engraved on it, and put it up.
Really?
Yeah, concrete. Yeah, I do actually. Stop going on to my imperfections, please.
Well, yeah, it must be the Hulk of concretes because I don't see green concrete everywhere.
Yeah, just shows that
haven't you guys ever seen how they color concrete? You've never seen that?
Well, I've never seen green concrete, to be honest.
Okay.
Should we continue with concrete?
Oh, I shut him off. Have you seen that? He left without leaving a punch. That is a first here on the show.
So I'm not gonna talk about the annual calendar technology, annual perpetual calendar technology, because that in itself could be an entire video. It's fucking amazing.
How does the streamliner?
So you can see here, I had they at the very start, we asked, my friend is on the wait list for a streamliner. She's like, since I'm here, can I see, a watch? And they were like, oh, maybe I will try to find something for you after the visit. Yeah,
A bloody tease.
And then he came back with like 5 trays full of tourbillons and QPs, and they had all the toys. It was fucking amazing. So this is the streamliner perpetual calendar.
I love this bracelet. I
love the bracelet. The bracelet on this thing, it looks futuristic, doesn't it?
Yes,
it looks
and it's something different. It is something
Yeah.
different. It's not based on an oyster strap or on a Jubilee strap. It's something really different. It integrates so nicely in the case.
I just can't get over it. I can't get over it. I love it.
Yeah,
I can't believe we
beautiful.
agree on something. What the fuck?
Yeah, but it's bloody expensive.
Oh yeah, that's the perpetual calendar.
It's 60,000, isn't it?
No, it is 49, I think.
49.
Well,
Okay.
Still bloody expensive.
Yeah, 49 Swiss francs is 60,000 US.
And here I have the center seconds.
Oh, I love it.
That one looks amazing.
Isn't it a little bit too large on your wrist, Swiss? Be
To
honest.
what?
Isn't it a little bit too large on your wrist?
Slightly,
prefer
but
36?
honestly, it's fine. It looks large because it wasn't fit. The bracelet was super loose,
Loose,
it
okay.
looks like it's like
Swiss, what size
Yes.
wrist you got, man? What size wrist you got? Seriously.
you use centimeters
Whatever
or
you
inches.
want. Just it doesn't matter.
Tell us
It's
in centimeters.
15.3. The
So
circumference.
for our friends in the States, that's what's that, 6.5?
No, it's 5'9".
5'9", guys. 5'9". That's why this thing looks like a freaking monster on his wrist.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And how big is this watch?
I mean-
just out of curiosity.
40. On
Yeah, beautiful.
everybody, it would look just fine. Honestly, trust me.
Yeah.
Are
it's
you
so
wearing
gorgeous,
white
man.
shoes here, Swiss?
Yes, I was wearing white shoes.
Okay.
By the way, I do like your shoes. What sort of shoes are they?
They are sneakers. Right. Just plain
is-
white sneakers.
Is that bracelet adjustable, micro adjustable?
Yes. It is micro adjustable, and now that
Does
you
it pinch
mention-
hair?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Zero hair pinching.
Well, that's a
feels
wonderful
really
thing
good.
because I've got no hair. I don't need to worry about that.
It feels
regardless.
really good. And to be honest, I mean, it plays really nice with the light.
I love it.
I love it too, man. You know what? When I first found out about Moser, I didn't think much of him. Like I thought, what's so special about him? But as I got to learn about them and the way that they've done everything and just the way that everything looks, I had a good look at them. I'm blown away with the company, man. The company is just unbelievable.
Did you ask the CEO if he would like to join the show here?
They said no. I tried, but they said no.
Okay.
So
Or they would,
I
if
can
they
just
watched the
show
show and they
you
saw me, they probably
some
definitely
other
say no.
watches that I had.
That's
This
Swiss-
one I really like.
Swiss, you
Yeah.
should have told them we're going to fire Mr. GMT just for the benefit of having him here.
What? What the fuck are you talking about, man? Are you serious?
Yes.
I'm the fucking sponsor here, man. I'm gonna get kicked out.
Yeah, but the money is paid, so we want new content.
Ristratolik was a very hard question. H. Moser Streamliner or AP Royal Oak?
If you can get a Royal Oak for retail, go for the Royal Oak. Otherwise, if we're
if you
talking
can
real
get the
market
jumbo,
value,
get the fucking jumbo.
yeah. If we're talking real market value, then get the Moser.
Yes, Moser is much more bang for your buck.
Sorry, man. You gotta go for the
but,
Trinity. You gotta go
I
for
mean,
the. You gotta go for the
AP,
Royal Oak.
Sorry, what did he say?
Royal
I
Oak.
said you gotta go for the Trinity. The Royal Oak.
Yeah.
Can't compare.
I mean, second-hand Royal Oaks are just so damn crazy. Just go for the Royal Oak. Yeah. So actually, the
to be honest-
15450, it has a weakness. It's too thick and it has a subpar movement inside, I would say, compared to the Moser.
That is the old movement, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an old movement. It's
Well,
what
you
is
can't
it?
say subpar because it
a
was the
Dubois
movement for the last 20 years.
Yeah, I mean, it's out of date. Come on. No, I shouldn't have said that. But the finishing is not as good on the AP than on the Moser, especially in the 15450. On
So,
the
Alex-
jumbo, they make the
Alex,
they
if you
do-
can get a 15500 ST for retail, go for it. That
yes,
is-
15500. Well, I mean, you immediately make $60,000 in your pocket, right? So you can sell the 15500 and get 3 streamliners.
Yeah, Alex says the 37 millimeter has the new movement as well. I
No.
think we
No,
no.
it's the exact same movement. They just changed the name of it because it has the special rotor.
Are you
I'm
sure?
pretty sure of that. I read it somewhere.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm wrong, very good, because it's
Hey,
actually
Jonathan, get
a
with the
good thing.
fucking program, mate. All right, get with the program. I thought you're better than this.
What does he mean?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Are you serious? I said get with the program. If you don't know what the hell, what movements in it, what the hell have we got you here for? You don't know what the hell.
Oh, I know what
Are you serious?
movement is inside.
I'm not.
Not you,
I'm not
Swis.
interested.
Not you, Swis. Jonathan.
I'm not interested in lady-sized Royal Oaks. So
Listen, it's not lady size, man. Some people have small wrists like Swiss. We just established that. Stop having a go at Swiss because of his wrist size. You don't know how big his ding dong is, all right? So that's all that matters.
no, to be honest, I don't know for the moment. But I think I read somewhere that the new 37 millimeter has a new movement as well, upgraded.
We can look it up.
So Swis, continue talking. I'm gonna research. Okay.
Yeah. They had everything, just to give you an idea, because I'm not gonna, linger too much about this. So you can see here all the watches that they had. This one was really nice. It's a Vanta Black Swiss Alp watch.
Oh, that is sold out, isn't it?
Well, except for this one. Because, so actually, this is interesting. So the distributor, they get, they have a network of retailers for Moser watches, but they keep, I think it's like 10% of watches that Moser, the company, sells directly to the client. And this is also why my friend could get his watch right there, because this was sold out like a year ago. But Moser, the company, they still had a few that they were making and they were keeping to sell directly to the consumer. So they don't have to lose a 30% cut, that goes to the retailer.
So Swiss, you're telling me that you can walk in there and buy a watch?
Well, I don't know. You should ask them. Pretty sure. I don't know how long it took him to get this watch.
Okay.
I
found that very fascinating because no other watch company would do that. It's crazy.
Yeah, because if other companies do this, they usually get lynched by their retailers. So because there is, as a watch brand, you have to take care of your distributors, as MBNF says. Yeah.
So maybe we should explain the viewers what Vanta Black is.
Yes. So Vanta Black. So you can see on this watch is a special coating on the dial that absorbs all the light, like 99.65% of the light. So it appears super black. No reflections, no whatever. Even if you shine a light directly on it, you cannot even distinguish shapes. This is how good it is at absorbing light. And I had a photo. So this right here, it is a Vanta Black dial that they had, on the side to show to the people.
So may I explain to the viewers? Vanta Black, basically the technology, how it works. Those are microscopic tubes that are on the dial pattern. So there are super small tubes. So basically, the light runs dead into those microscopic tubes, and so there is no reflection and there is no color reflection. and
Yeah.
that makes that that Vanta black the darkest black that is available.
Yeah. So, as you said, it's made of nanotubes, so it's basically a 3D structure coating on your dial, and you cannot see it there, but you have to see it in person. It actually looks like black velvet. You know the fabric.
Mm.
It looks like black velvet because you can see that it looks like there is this powdery structure on it. But once they encase it in the case, it's like perfectly black. And the thing is, it's extremely fragile, because if you just even touch the dial or whatever, it basically destroys the 3D structure that absorbs the light. So you can see, for example, here there is a little imperfection, probably that something touched the dial, and it removed part
it
of
ruins the tubes
coating.
then.
Yeah.
So is that technology exclusive to H. Moser for dials?
So I don't remember the history exactly of Vanta Black. So it was used by the US military, and they had a very tight control over who could and could not use Vanta Black. And for a time, there was like a big drama in the art industry because of this, because some people were able to make statues with Vanta Black, become super famous, while others, they were denied, and blah blah blah. But I mean, I still don't know what are the regulations with Vanta Black, but I'm pretty sure you have to get some agreements with some kind of
So Rohit R says nanotubes have been used for ages in medical applications. I would like to know which medical applications they use that. And our original OC is asking what you had for lunch.
You mean for the after the Moser visit, or today?
Yes.
I mean,
no.
For after the Moser visit, we had a very nice lunch. It was not like ultra gastronomic, 3-star Michelin restaurant, but it was a very nice restaurant at the center of Schaffhausen. So they actually took us from the factory. And drove us all the way into Schaffhausen, and we could even visit, the center of the city. A very nice restaurant. It was an Italian restaurant. And after that, we went to the museum tour.
Swis, just out of curiosity, were you eating earlier on today? Were you eating earlier on the show? Were you eating? Were you eating lunch? Oh, you weren't eating lunch?
No.
Okay.
Lunch? It's dinner time. It's evening here in
dinner time. Sorry.
It's 10 p.m. right now.
So. Sorry, I'm confused.
Okay, so can you show us some more watches? I think the viewers want to see.
Sure. So this right there, I don't know if you can see it. It is the they call it the Moser tutorial. So let me show you a close-up picture. I'm pretty sure I have a close-up of this. There, it's a bit. I won't say it's a bit childish, but they call it the. You know, Moser. They like to do their experimental stuff.
Yes.
They call it the tutorial.
Actually, I find that really ridiculous, but
yes,
very special.
And it is basically, it shows you how the perpetual calendar works. So there have 7 days power reserve.
The months in the center.
Jumping big date.
Yeah.
Foolproof. So this is actually
Can I tell you
very
something?
interesting.
What's the meaning of this watch? Like, why would you make something like this and write all over it?
They explain the functions and the hands what they're doing.
This watch is not for sale, yeah.
I think it's for sale. You can buy it.
I think they make 50 pieces out of them.
Didn't they call it the watch for dummies and Mr. GMTs?
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, I was just about, don't come and take my joke and run with it. All right. Okay, I'll tell you right now, because you got to be complete moron to buy this, because I would not buy a watch like this to have writing all over it just to explain shit. You
Yes,
just want to
but,
watch for the beauty, the way it looks, the way it functions. All right, fair enough, but you don't need to know about it and write all over the watch and fucking kill the watch.
But
The
you
fuck?
have to realize that H. Moser is famous to have a non-traditional approach to watchmaking and to marketing watches, and that is what makes them special.
I mean,
They're-
they made a watch out
So
of
what,
cheese.
what are they, instead of calling this the, what do they call it? What do you say they call this watch?
The
Tutorial.
What's the name of this? Tutorial, yeah, the dumb bastard watch, I should have named it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
make a suggestion and demand some money for it.
Yeah. So this also shows the technology of the
Crown.
perpetual calendar. As I said, we could do an entire show out of this. It's mechanically very, very interesting. But you can, with the date, you can go forwards, backwards,
Sidewards,
even
upwards.
within the even within the danger. Well, there is basically no danger zone. You can jump months. It's super easy to use. It's basically what every
Rohit R, you
calendar.
can also get a traditional dial on this watch. So this is basically just Moser stirring the pot a little bit.
It's a limited
I really
edition.
like it.
That's not the usual Moser watch.
How much is that watch?
You see this? You see?
It's gonna probably be 35.
35, 40?
I agree 100%. This is freaking ugly.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it sells. So
Yes, I'm pretty sure in half a year this is going to be sold out.
yeah.
To dumb bastards.
Did you also take a picture of the case back?
Of the perpetual, I think that was it.
Yes, with the leap year.
Yeah, so the leap year indicator is right there.
Mhm.
So 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth year is where the 29 would appear. Right?
Yep.
Since it's usually it is shown on the front side, but it's such a useless thing. You only need it when you set your perpetual calendar for
Yes, and they
sure
try to keep the dial clean. So
Yes,
this
exactly.
this function, which is
Exactly.
not
So,
important for a year or for 4, they put it on the case back, which is a quite interesting philosophy.
Yeah. So here you have the Swiss Alp watch.
Yeah.
Which what I really like is they have a movement specially made for this watch.
Mhm.
This is
Square
very
movements
nice attention to detail.
Yeah.
They don't just slap whatever movement.
Did you make a video how the second hand moves?
I didn't, but it's very slow actually.
Oh, okay.
This one was nice. I think it's called
42,
the Mega Cool.
Yeah, 42 millimeters,
Yeah.
isn't it?
So this one is big. Yeah, this is 42.
Yeah. If they did that in 40 millimeters, that would be awesome.
Yeah, and the color on the dial, it works very nice.
Yeah. Look at the strap. This should be on the Omega Ultra Deep.
Yeah.
Are we going back to the Ultra Deep?
Yes.
Ultra Deep. And then
43. It's 43.
Oh, 43.
Alexis, okay.
Wow.
Even worse.
Hey, there's a lot of big guys out there that could wear this watch, no problem. Like our friend Wizard. Okay.
Yeah, that is true. But the Wizard didn't buy an H. Moser yet, and it just looks too big on Swiss wrist, in my opinion.
No shit. We just established his wrist is like a toothpick, for fuck's sake.
So they also had a watch that I really like. It is that one. So this is a collaboration between MBNF and H. Moser. So Moser did this watch using the MBNF cylindrical hairspring technology, while MBNF did another similar watch using the double hairspring that we saw together before technology inside.
Okay.
So
And that is a very domed crystal, isn't it?
Yes, actually I have a nice picture of this. Look at that.
Yeah. Looks
That is
like a
very
boiled
comic.
egg.
Yeah.
Or,
Oh wow. Oh,
or a
wow.
severe infection.
This reminds me of one of the deep diving Rolex watches they made back in the day.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
Just imagine if you crack the crystal.
But it's actually very beautiful.
You how much you reckon it would be to replace that crystal?
Do you think they will have it on stock? I think
yes, they do.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I
So-
think NBNF they keep in reserve every time they do 60% more. I think I heard somewhere the number 60%, just to be sure to have spare parts for whenever dumbasses just smash.
I'm not a big fan of this this entire is it legacy line MB&F with those stone
the
crystals?
round ones. The round ones.
Yeah, I can't.
Legacy machine.
I can't love them. Sorry, I have big problems with those huge crystals. I love the futuristic black MB&F pieces much more. But obviously, the legacy machines are better sellers.
Yeah.
So I'm totally alone with that opinion.
Different strokes for different folks.
Absolutely.
Is that what they say? Yeah.
I've got definitely different strokes.
So I'm just looking if I have anything else interesting to show you guys.
Hey, hello, McLovin.
McLovin, how you going, my man? Stay sexy.
So yeah, basically tourbillons, more perpetual kinders. Here you can see it's like the star wheel from AP. It's a satellite configuration. Like so Tickers, I don't know if he told you, he actually bought that MBN that Urwerk knockoff that we were discussing like 3 weeks ago.
Did he receive it finally?
Not yet, but he bought it.
Can you go back to that ugly, dirty strap that is on this particular watch?
Which one?
Here on the lower. What is that strap? Yeah, it looks like it has been used for 15 years.
Oh yeah, these are all prototypes, so they are.
That's what I love about it. I love
ultra
about
used.
that's what I love. No, but I love that strap. I love the used
I wonder if that
look.
smells.
It probably does. It turns me on.
You guys are crazy.
Just imagine if we didn't have Mr. GMT on the show. Is the Streamliner in two different sizes? The one with the green dial looks smaller than the other one.
No.
It's just an illusion.
The same size. It's just this one sits higher because.
Oh, I love that metal bracelet. I can't get enough of it. How much is a normal Streamliner? Is it 20? Okay.
20.
Just imagine if they do a Streamliner with a Vanta Black dial.
That would be awesome. They did. I think they did. They did that special Streamliner for Only Watch with that thing inside, and the dial was in Vanta Black, I think.
Okay.
So that
but I want a normal Streamliner with a Vanta Black dial.
Yeah.
So that is a double hairspring.
That's just a close up of the tourbillon cage, and I just thought it was cool looking. So.
But the tourbillon has a single hairspring, doesn't it?
No, it's a double. Actually, it's sad because I cannot zoom on this thing, but actually, you could distinguish that there are two hairspring. They are breathing
against
the other, and this basically cancels the randomness of the.
So in other words, in human form, it's spooning. Is that right?
Probably. No, it's more like Spooning, yeah, with a little up thrust and down thrust action, if you see what I mean.
Perfect, perfect. Just the way I like it.
Yeah.
So Alex Ristoholic says that the three-hand streamliner is not available.
Yeah. It's gone crazy. The last
Yes, everything sports model, high price stainless steel with a metal bracelet is basically getting unobtainable. We even see that on Chapek. Chapek is now over a year wait time.
yes. Wait, let me just bring back the video of the streamliner because people seem to like that one. It is beautiful, and the green. That we were in a room, so interior lighting, so it's a bit, it's bad for photos and videos, but in real life, it's just so damn beautiful.
I would get the more traditional one,
This one,
the gray one.
the gray one, the
Yeah.
perpetual.
Perpetual. But I think the 300 is also available with a gray dial, isn't it?
Nope,
The normal one?
only green.
Really? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So guys, I think that's it. What's this? Oh yeah, it's more of the. So that's what it looks like on a normal wrist, right?
It looks awesome. It fucking
Looks
looks
good, right?
awesome. It really
That's
looks
a
good, man.
normal wrist
Fuck.
compared to mine.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that is fucking beautiful.
Would you prefer that over Laurent Ferrier, Swiss? The Grenzbar?
Depends which one, because I mean, just for the movement, I would get the Laurent Ferrier.
Yeah.
And Laurent Ferrier has some watches that I really like.
Yeah, but
So,
Laurent Ferrier is more than double of the price. Let's keep that in mind.
yeah. No, I mean, I would never buy a Laurent Ferrier, so that answers your question.
Is that a lock-on crown on the streamliner?
No, it's a double fold.
No, the crown.
Oh, crown. Nope. No, it doesn't lock in. I don't remember.
Okay.
It doesn't screw in.
So Watches
That's
63
what I
says
wanted to say.
you
It
should
doesn't-
wear it on your leg.
On my leg. Well, that's gonna be. How many links do I have to add? I have to order a second bracelet.
Well, judge it for your wrist, not many.
I wonder my ankle size is more like John's wrist size.
Yeah, maybe we could.
Should I buy a nice luxury watch for my ankle?
No, not really.
It's gonna be a bit not very comfortable.
So, are we gonna open the panel and challenge the viewers, or should
Sure.
we wrap this baby up because we're already at 120? Swiss, what do you think?
I mean, we can open the panel. I have no problem with that. So I'm just posting the link. If anyone wants to
If anyone's crazy and
join
crazy enough to jump on,
the show,
Yeah.
Good
please
luck.
don't hesitate. If you have any questions about whatever, Omega, Rolex, Patek, Moser, whatever you want, we are
Yeah,
here.
ask questions. We don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeff, how you going, mate? Upright, everyone. That's right, upright.
So I hope that the original OC is hopping on the panel, because he basically begged me yesterday to be on the panel on this.
I
Swis
don't know.
Jon show.
I don't think he's going to. I think he's left.
Really? He was there a couple of minutes ago. He made a nasty
gone
comment
now.
against you.
I'm used to it.
Yeah.
I love his comments. He's funny as.
Yeah, definitely. That was him.
Yeah, I think Tickers is having a live show right now.
Yes, I know
Yeah, I
that.
think
Might be why he
Mhm.
he migrated over there.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, because but it's all good.
Yeah, it's all good.
So thank you very much for upvoting. I would say.
Yes, I
Do
do.
Do we have any?
Listen, I don't like letting people know my little secrets, but yes, I do. I'll let you know this one.
Okay, guys.
But
So since we don't have any more questions and nobody's joining, I think we can wrap this up.
Yeah, I think we bored everybody to death.
Yep.
So yeah.
So there we go. So I would like to thank everybody for joining us today for this beautiful little show. I want to thank Jonathan and Mr. GMT, our sponsor.
Thank you, my man.
Thank you for hosting the show.
And see you all next time.
week. Thank you very much, everybody.
Stay sexy, guys.